What is the best live action Superman suits? Well, we're going to rank them today here on Talk Talk Punch. I'm Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan.
Hey.
And Charlie Hickman.
Hello.
All right, so we have a new Superman movie coming out, and we finally have a good look at David Cornsweet's super suit. So we thought, let's get all the live action with a little asterisk, because we do have some TV shows in there, and the Superman and Lois TV show, he wears like 6 different suits. So we just took one of them. I was like, I don't have enough room for all of that. So let's go ahead. Let's bring up the ones that we are going to be ranking. That's the right button. There we go. All right, let me read these out. So we have Kirk Allen. We have George Reeves, Christopher Reeve, Dean Cain, Tom Welling, Brandon Routh, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Tyler Hoechlin, Brandon Routh again, but different, Nicolas Cage from the Flash movie specifically, and David Cornsweet. So these we have a variety of super suits here. And I think this is going to be fun because I don't know and I think it's going to be fun because they're all similar but different. And so I think some of us are going to be focusing on different things and different preferences. And I think there could be some arguing. So you guys get a good look at these?
Got it. Great look.
Yes. All right. Then let's go ahead and shuffle these up. There we go. All right. Okay, so first,
let's see what's first.
First up, we have Brandon Routh from Superman Returns. How'd you guys feel about this one?
I dig this suit. Yeah. This was like, the Superman Returns, kind of a nice extension of the Christopher Reeve Superman, but also not. I don't know. So kind of like building on the suit. I dig this one, bro. You don't like it? You're making a face like you hate this one. Is it too bright?
There is something that bothers me about this suit, and it's the trunks are these the low cut trunks look so tiny. It's always
trunks, man.
It's always bothered me. I don't know. It looks kind of silly. I do like the belt. The emblem is interesting. It's kind of a 3D emblem, and it is a bit small for kind of what I like. Overall, I think the colors are good. The red is a little bit darker. The blue is pretty bright, but
vibrant. Yeah,
but not a bad
building off
suit.
the Christopher Reeves one.
Let's see. For me, this might be like 8.
Interesting. I was thinking 6.
Oh.
Then let's put it at 7. That's where I've got it.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. I love it.
Easy peasy. All right. Moving on, we have Kirk Allen. So the first Superman live action suit. Really just tights.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like magnificent, it's like you picture Superman being magnificent. That's not exactly magnificent.
Yeah,
this is bless you for starting us off, but also let's put you at 12.
He wasn't a costume designer.
Yeah,
this is just straight up pajamas. Is what this is.
They do look like pajamas. This has the opposite thing that bothered me about Brandon Routh is that the trunks are high.
The huge trunks.
So high. Also, the cape
that's how muscle men were in that era, right? The strong man. You cannot show a belly button and be a buff man. You have to. My shorts go up to my nipples.
I mean, even just regular pants back then came up to basically their chest.
High waisted, baby.
The cape is also very short.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a knee length cape. So yeah,
like Robin's cape.
We'll drop it at 12. I'm curious to see if it stays there.
Fair.
All right. Next up, Tom Welling from the Smallville show.
Gosh.
Now, I know that in the series finale, he was briefly shown in like a Superman suit that I think they said might have been like the Brandon Routh one, just because that's what they had on hand because it was around that same time.
Yeah.
But this one, we're looking at like the black. It's all black. He's got like the silver emblem that's like spray painted or something, and then like a trench coat. How do you guys feel about this?
I feel better about this than I did about Henry Cavill's black suit.
We start talking about
Henry Cavill. Not because of Henry Cavill, but because of the stupidity of the director and so on.
This almost belongs in a different category.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is not your classic Superman suit.
It's not.
It's not your classic Superman suit. And it is yet still clothes that look normal enough that it's not something that I would put on my 5-year-old and tell him to go trick or treat in. And feel like, like so like, I don't know, like, because you can tell me like this is 12 because it's just like, it's such a non-traditional Superman suit. Yeah. But also like at 12 currently we have like something that you can buy at Costco.com for your 4-year-old. And your 4-year-old might rock it better, might look better than what we got at 12. So I don't know. I don't know.
I think we put this at 11.
11? Okay.
Bro, what you wanted this? You want this one at 12, right, bro? Is that the vibe I'm getting?
No, not. Excuse me. Not necessarily. I think that the Kirk Allen one is just very dated. It looks more silly than like Superman-y. I could see that like
if you had to wear one, which one would you wear?
I'd probably be okay wearing the Tom Welling one just because of ease of getting dressed, that
might be the most comfortable out of all 12 to wear, though. If we're talking about wearing them, that might be my number one.
They were going for they were going for like a pre-Superman, so they were trying to do different things. It doesn't feel Superman-y, but that's kind of what they did. So, and I wanted to include something. All right.
Fair enough.
So next we have Nicolas Cage from the Flash movie. So full CGI here, but based on the concept pictures that there was an actual suit. And I went back and forth. I was like, do I put the concept pictures on or do I put the Flash CGI? And I was like, well, it was the Flash CGI that actually made it to the screen. So that's what I went with.
Yeah.
This one, huge emblem. The emblem is massive.
Huge emblem.
His shirt is very low cut.
The chest hair coming out at the top. The very shiny.
This is so bad.
Very shiny blue.
Oh, man.
Those muscles are very defined for clothes being on top of them.
Yeah, I think they were going with like the Batman costume designer, that very sculpted. How about that? Very sculpted. It's not good. I don't like this.
It is not good. I don't want to have to look at it anymore. Get it off the screen. Terrible.
So I did shuffle these up. I know that like we're filling out the bottom row here pretty quickly. I did shuffle them, but well, I mean, like, is it like number 10 bad? Do we move up Tom Welling? Is like, how bad is this?
Yeah, I might actually put this at number 11 just because, like you can look at the Welling one and you can say everything we already said about it. But it is achieving the thing that they were going for. Whereas they're trying to make this suit look awesome. They're trying to make this look like a Superman suit, but like better. And it is such a swing and a miss. It is so bad on so many levels. And I'd rather have you, if you're going to take a swing and take a swing at something that's different, and I'll give you more grace than taking a swing at like, no, we got this. Wait till you see this new super suit we CGI'd on Nick Cage. It's going to be the best thing you ever seen. The emblem's 4 times the size of his face.
They had to CG the chest hair coming up out of like the choices that were made. I realize that Nicolas Cage had long hair in those concept pictures because he was filming The Rock. I don't think the plan was for him to have long hair as Superman, but it's like, I don't know. It's so dumb. So yeah, I'm okay.
You didn't have long hair in The Rock. You're thinking Con Air.
Oh, Con Air. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yes, Con Air. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, I'm okay putting this in.
It was just some glorious locks. Yeah. Dylan, you good with that?
You good with this being at 11?
Absolutely.
I know you're our resident Flash guy, but oh gosh, I forgot about the Dean Cain. Why are you sure you shuffled these? Because these are all the worst ones.
I shuffled them. I promise I shuffled them.
Oh, I hate this Dean Cain one. He looks like Dylan had a career where he would dress as superheroes. I shouldn't say career. He had a job in college where he would go to kids' birthday parties dressed as superheroes. Mm-hmm. This is the exact Superman outfit that he wore to those gigs.
Just like I was never hired as Superman. Wolverine once. Spider-Man a couple times.
Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman. Oh yeah.
On another episode, you have to tell the story of how you ran out of gas or had a flat tire or something, dressed as Batman walking down the street.
Yep, absolutely. You are on, sir.
All right, so Dean Cain, it's a TV show version. It's not, and he also had a couple different variations of this, and I thought that this was the best looking.
Oh yeah.
He had one that had big straps or something coming down the side, and
yeah, that's right.
This was the better one, so I went with this. But it's still not great. It looked like the emblem looks like somebody just got some scissors and cut it out of fabric and pasted it on. It's so cheap looking.
It so really is.
Maybe Brandon
they
Routh
went down the street and found a random seamstress and was like, "Hey, can you make a Superman suit?" And they're like, "I don't know what Superman is." And they're like, "Here's a picture."
Oh yeah, that's
kind of like, all right. Well, here's some fabric, and here's I sewed on your S. It's terrible. What a terrible suit.
Number 9.
And his smile too. The smile makes it even worse. Like what is?
If you hear him, it's really funny how he's very high pitched. I saw clips of his Superman.
Oh,
he was just like, "Hey, Lois." And I was like, "Oh, Dean."
Hey, Lois.
All right. Next up, I think. Okay, so
that is way too close to the Brandon Routh.
We're getting better. We're getting better. Okay, so we have the other Brandon Routh. This was from the Legends of Tomorrow, where they would do these multiverse crossovers.
Yeah, I like this one.
So this is based on the Kingdom Come costume. I really like this suit, actually.
This is a good one. This is better, much better.
You know, I think that the trunks are a good size.
Better trunk size.
Not too big, not too small. You know, it makes him look big. I'm sure that it's padded, but it's not overly padded like the Nicolas Cage.
I thought you were talking about the underwear, but all right. That's all Brandon, bro. He doesn't do padding.
No, I meant the muscles. Muscles. So yeah, so I like this one. I would put this maybe starting at 4.
That's fine with me.
Do you guys have any objections to that?
It's just nice to get one in the top row.
Yeah, finally.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know about the shuffling system we got going on.
All right, well, we may fill out the bottom row here because we have Ben Affleck.
Oh gosh,
playing George Reeves, playing Superman from Hollywoodland. Dylan, I was so excited when I had the idea to put this on here because if you don't know, Dylan does not like Ben Affleck. I actually had the Henry Cavill black suit on here, and I was like,
unbelievable.
And I was like, let's put Ben Affleck there instead. I don't know. You got what do you guys? I'm not even sure where to start with the Ben Affleck suit. It's meant to look old. It's meant to look kind of cheap. I don't know.
Can we put
it hits all the markers for what it's designed for, at least?
Can we put Tom Welling at 8 and then put this one at 10?
I don't know. We gotta put Ben Affleck above Dean Cain. Come on now.
You think Ben Affleck's is better than Dean Cain's?
I think Ben Affleck's suit is designed to look the way that Ben Affleck's suit is designed to look. I think I just said that in a weird way, but it's designed to look the way that it looks. Whereas like the Dean Cain one, someone sat there and did it and thought, yes, this is it. We've done it.
This is the one.
We have the new super suit for screw you, Christopher Reeves. We have figured out, we cracked the code. This is the brand new Superman suit. They'll be talking about this for decades. We've done it. We have the coolest suit in town. No one thought this was Affleck's suit was the coolest suit. They're like, we need to make this look old and weird and awkward. And then they did it. They designed it perfectly. It's like a perfect design of what it's supposed to be.
So what I'm hearing is you want to put Tom Welling at 8, Ben Affleck at 9, and then Dean Cain at 10.
Man, I just really hate that Dean Cain one. That could just be a me thing. You guys can,
No, I don't like it either. I don't like it.
Yeah,
the Tom Welling one is better, I think. Like if somebody said to me, all right, Dylan, you have to wear a Superman suit. You got the Dean Cain one, you got the Ben Affleck one, and then you got the Tom Welling one. I go Tom Welling every single time.
But as far as Superman suits, what's Superman suits?
Well, I mean, he's on here, but technically it is a Superman suit. It's the only one with a coat. It's a real suit.
The Dean Cain emblem, I think, might even be bigger than Nicolas Cage's.
I think it is. I think they used his suit as the template for the Nick Cage one. They're like, what about Dean Cain but with muscles?
Big. It is so big.
It's so big. It looks like he's wearing a bib.
Like down into his abs, though.
Like he's about to eat a big old rack of ribs, and so he had to put the Superman bib on to protect the suit.
Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like. So Ben Affleck's, I can't tell if this is Ben Affleck just like wearing a shirt or if they did some odd padding. I don't know. I can't tell. Honestly, I don't hate the emblem.
I think it's just him wearing a shirt. Like at least in the other stills from the movie, because like full disclosure, I have not watched the movie. Okay. It doesn't look very padded, or at least not in a flattering way.
Like I don't hate the size of the emblem. I don't hate, and granted, I'm mostly going off of just this still right here. I don't, I don't hate the colors. I don't like Dean Cain's colors. It's way too shiny.
And depending on what you're watching on, I just wanted to mention, it looks like he's wearing red pants. And like the small, but that's the cape coming around. So I just wanted to,
okay.
If people are watching on a smaller screen, sure. He's not wearing red pants. It's a cape. He's got the trunks on. They're small trunks though. They're more like the Brandon trunks.
Yeah, not a whole lot of stills of this. So, okay. I'm wondering if Tom Welling needs to move up to 8, like Dylan said.
Let's do it.
Okay. And then
I'm willing to let that happen.
I'm wondering if Dean Cain moves to 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could tell me Dean Cain's 12 and I would say yes.
And then Ben Affleck.
I might have some unresolved issues with the old Superman and Lois TV show.
That makes sense.
Apparently. Yeah.
Apparently.
And then Ben Affleck at 9.
Fine, I guess.
Looks fine to me.
You guys don't sound happy about any of this.
Well, it's a murderer's row of bad suits.
Yeah,
come on, we gotta.
Yeah,
let's go the top, man. Come on, let's go.
All right. The actual George Reeves. I promise I shuffled
Oh
this.
gosh! Oh man, I forgot about George Reeves. Oh no, of course we got the original George Reeves.
There's the real George Reeves.
All right, well, move Brandon up to the top.
I think Brandon's moving up. I think he's graduated to the top row.
The robin's egg blue is delightful though.
It's the blue. The blue is what gets me.
Is this the new 12? Is this worse than the
maybe the new 11? Because those like shorts are.
I think it might be the 11. The cape is at least. Oh gosh. Now, okay, so a little bit for the Kirk Allen is those pictures are black and white. So this is like post-production colored. I'm not sure, this is likely not the exact colors. It very well could have been this baby blue, powder blue that George Reeves is wearing. I don't know which one I don't
I'm
like.
willing to not give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, you know what? These were the colors they totally must have used. This must have been the first. They took a color picture. They had color pictures back then.
They did. That's true.
Okay, I think is George Reeves better or worse than Dean Cain?
Don't ask me. I'm biased.
Yeah, go ahead, Charlie. What do you say? I'm willing to listen.
Oh man, I don't know. Do we give grace just because it's old? Like we know it's on. It's an old suit. It's old.
I mean, we didn't do that with number 12, but
the freaking robin's egg blue. I can't do it. Just put it at 11. I can't do it. I can't in any sincerity say that it's better than the Dean Cain.
Okay, here's my next question. Is Nicolas Cage better than Dean Cain?
Yes.
Tudong?
I mean, just if especially if you're phrasing it that way. Give me Nick Cage.
I mean, if you're phrasing it that way, I highly agree. High praise.
I mean, Superman costume wise, but I'm looking at it, and the more that I look at the Dean Cain, I think the less I like
it. If you zoom in, that blue material is so bad. It is like just pure Halloween costume bad.
It is. It really is. Okay. All right. How are you guys feeling about this?
I like this.
That is more shifting than I think has ever happened in any of our rankings.
Right now, I'm thinking of this in the order of difficulty it would be for me to make at home without buying anything. And I think this is kind of it's getting a little bit more complicated as we get up to the lower numbers here.
All right, we've got a big one coming up. The brand new David Cornsweet costume.
Ooh.
Brody,
I'm dying to hear you talk a little bit more about this one.
I've been looking at this one a lot. There's things I like and there's things that I'm not crazy about. I think when they originally showed the emblem, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. It's the Kingdom Come. I love Kingdom Come. Looking at it with the blue and the yellow, I'm not as crazy about it. I think I like the colors, the blue and the red. I think the trunks are a good size. I like the belt. I'm not sure about the blue material though. It's kind of the new 52, like there's piping or lining throughout it. It's not my favorite. It's not like an immediate number one. Do I like
number 3 maybe?
Do you guys think this is better or worse than Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come?
Charlie, what do you think?
I'll move it so
maybe
worse. Kind of see both of them. I'm almost thinking worse, and it kind of pains me to say that, but
maybe when we see it in action, once the movie is gone. But yeah, I probably put it below Brandon for now.
I'm not as much a fan of the higher collar.
Yeah. The piping is weird. I don't know.
It's kind of got
Yes,
a
yes.
bit of a looser fit too,
Yeah.
which is new.
I'm against. I'm totally against.
All right. Okay, so we'll put that right there. Okay. Next up, Henry Cavill's Superman suit. No trunks.
Send in the cavalry.
No trunks. And a
No
dark
trunks.
blue.
Yeah. Did you like the no trunks look, bro, or what did you think?
I kind of like the trunks. I think it breaks up the suit a bit. I like the emblem on this
Just
one.
crotch at all.
Yeah, we're missing
All
out
the other
on
guys,
Henry
you totally
Cavill's
see it,
crotch.
except for Tom Welling. It's okay. Can't see a thing, man. It's terrible. What the heck's happening here?
But when I see this one, this one does feel like a Superman suit to me. I do like this suit.
More than Kingdom Come?
I think so.
Oh, bro.
You don't think so?
It's just because Henry Cavill's in it.
No, not just because Henry Cavill.
Yes. Oh, yes. What else then? Why else? Tell me why else.
I like the emblem.
Lie to me, bro.
I like the material that it looks like it's made out of. It's not like a leather, but it's like this textured material. It doesn't just look like, Dean Kane's outfit.
Index.
He's taking a beating on this pod. I know he watches.
He is.
He does.
It's not
Good.
Dean Kane. It's the costume.
Well,
I mean,
it could be.
I don't know Dean Kane.
Voice. Your voice is fine, man. I loved you 90210.
This one I'm very. This is like maybe the one that I vacillate on the most of all these suits, because there's part of me that's like how it's just so like the colors are so muted and it looks so dark, and that's not like the Superman that I associate with the comics and things that I've seen. And it is missing the trunks, and it's got but it does look good. Like it's a visually good looking suit. So I don't know how to marry those two things in my mind.
Do you guys think it's better or worse than Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come?
Wait, bro, where do you have this one?
I think I'd probably have this at 3. But if we want to swap with Brandon Routh, I think we could.
No, like obviously it's I mean like you can tell it is a much higher quality suit. This is like a movie suit right here, whereas the Kingdom Come one is a television show suit.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I like the design on the Kingdom Come, but the execution, it's lower budget.
All right, so we'll drop it at 3 for now. You guys good with that?
Sounds good
for now.
For now.
Okay. Next up, Christopher Reeve. It's pretty classic.
To George.
Pretty classic. Big emblem.
I mean,
big emblem.
Big emblem. This suit looked so cool. I looked comfortable. When I saw this, I think the first thing I ever saw was Superman 2. Absolutely cool suit. I love it. This is iconic. Completely it's tough to get better than this. It's really funny when you see they were doing the I don't know if it was the lead scenes or they were rehearsing or some kind of thing like that, and they somehow weren't able to get the sweat stains out of the suit whenever Christopher would he would sweat, but I mean like it never happens on screen. It's really cool. This is my number 1. That's what I'm saying. Number 1.
You've got a soft spot for these movies, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I admitted that when I first started talking. I'm like, I think the first movie I ever saw was Superman 2. Huge bias. Love Christopher Reeve. Love the suit. Love those movies. I don't even care about 3 and 4. They're fantastic still. And they're terrible. They're terrible. But I don't care. He still rocks in them. He's speaking Russian in the 4th one. The very first lines he has are in Russian.
Charlie?
And at least there's blue between the larger emblem and his neck, so it's not like it doesn't have that same bibbing effect. It's he's got a big chest. He's I think 24 years old when he did the first one. A young man with a barreled chest.
Yeah.
I got a soft spot for this suit too. So if you tell me this is 1 or 2, I'd say that's fine by me. But if you wanted to argue something else, bro, you got skeptical eyes. You want this one lower? You're going to put this one below Dean Cain? Are you kidding me right now?
No, come on. Not below
What?
Dean Cain. I'm not crazy.
Shouldn't be below anybody. That's I completely iconic. 2 out of 3 of us agree.
I'm looking at it, right? I think it's got a good blue. I like the blue.
Got a good blue.
The emblem a little bit big.
Excellent.
A little bit big for my taste.
It's a bit big.
I think overall
That'd be big, so he could throw out like a big plastic version of it.
A big cellophane version of it.
You've got the belt, you've got the shorts, you got the crotch. It's perfect. Where would you put it, bro? What are your skepticism?
I don't know. I'm trying.
Stabs both Charlie and I in the heart.
I know. I'm sorry, and I'm taking too long. I gotta speed up.
You're taking too long. Speed it up.
I'm trying to decide. For me, do I like this better or worse than Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come?
You're forgetting the Henry Cavill Man of Steel movies.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You're totally forgetting that. Is it better than that one? Yeah. This is your traditional, right from the comic book. This was comic book accurate. This was completely comic book accurate.
It's true. I mean, so is Kingdom Come. So is Brandon Routh. But
how did Routh look in action?
It is kind of nice, like the yellow belt with those Reeves.
Look at how that pops. Like, all the yellow pops on that thing.
It does. It does. And the S is nice. You know, where like the Dean Cain, and I know I'm going back to Dean Cain. I don't like the S of Dean Cain's. I'm not a.
It looks like a snake. Dean Cain's looks like a snake making the S.
I'm not crazy about the S in the new David Cornswet one. The S on the old Brandon Routh is I think too small and kind of squished. This is kind of like a classic looking Superman S. All right, fine. Let's put it at. Okay, let's drop it at 2 for right now. Okay.
Well, unbelievable.
Well, because the last one to come out, I think is actually a really good suit, and that is the Tyler Hoechlin Superman and Lois suit. And like I said in the intro, he's got a number of suits. He actually had one that had the trunks that was like old school Superman that looked really good too. But I went with this one. I do like this suit a lot. I
liked how he portrayed it as well. I've seen clips of it. I didn't see the whole show. And I was surprised at how much I liked his portrayal.
I will say, I think the blue is a bit dark.
Yeah, too dark.
I do like that even though he doesn't have the trunks, he has the belt that breaks it up.
Yeah.
Unlike Henry Cavill's that has like some belting, it doesn't have like a belt. This one has like a red belt that really stands out. And I really like the emblem in this one. I think it's a really good size. I think it's a really good shape. It looks sharp. I think it's really good.
I think it's a worthy number 2.
So I'm going to push back a little bit on this one, just because.
Yeah, please do.
If you zoom in on this one, you can just clearly see that all the muscles are just like painted on the fabric.
Are they?
Like it's like the 6-pack, the contours, the legs. It just looks like it's just like it's done on the fabric of the suit itself.
Okay.
False advertising.
So you can find some like different stills. I'm nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's in great shape, but it's just like the suit itself is like when you, if you know, I'm scrolling through different stills of this thing, and you can just kind of see how like silly it looks. It's like, just spray painted muscles on, like really defined like rib area. So hey, pause right now and Bing it, folks, and you can kind of find some various stills in a super suit. So I don't know. I think this is one that this one looks fantastic from afar, and then the closer up you get, you kind of like wait a second, but it pops on camera. So maybe because I'm looking at some like behind the scenes ones where he's just on set, and holding a water bottle and giggling in his suit. Like, his arms, are clearly like cut and defined, but just come on, you can't spray paint abs on. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. So, so then Charlie, where would this fall for you then? Knowing that.
I probably put this one maybe like more. I do like the look of it, and I think it pops on screen. So I might put this more like at 5, and then push everything else up.
Okay, push.
I went into this liking the Brandon Routh one at 6 more than I ended up liking it by the time we were done with this list.
Okay.
I don't know. What? Just looking at all of them together on the screen instead of like looking at them one at a time. I don't know.
You're liking the Brandon Routh one more? You think the Brandon Routh
less than I thought I did. I thought I like the vibrancy of the blue, and I like the suit, and I like I thought he pulled it off well. But now I'm looking at it in comparison to everything else, and not as good. Give me the understated.
George really messed it up.
I think Christopher Reeve can move to number 1. I agree. I think it's a classic look. This is how he looked in the 80s. Why are you shaking your head,
Because the likely story.
I just moved it to number 1. You should be happy. Instead, you're rolling your eyes at me.
I'm rolling my eyes because it should have been at number 1 initially.
I just wanted to bring the last one out.
I'm going to justify why I guess it's number 1.
I just wanted to bring the last one out to see.
Okay. Hey, I did think it was a very good suit. I did. And I loved his portrayal. I've got to say, I thought he was excellent.
We're not going off actors. We're just going off suits right now.
I know.
Okay, number 2. Who's number 2 then?
Well, I mean, by default, we have our number 2, don't we?
Are we moving Henry Cavill?
Cavill up to 2.
Okay.
And
then Brandon Routh to 3.
See, I knew he should have been at number 3.
Okay. And then are we moving David Cornsweet to 4, and then Tyler Hoechlin at 5?
That's probably how I would have probably the new one at 4 and this one at 5, but I'm open to other interpretations.
Tudong, how you feel about that?
Actually, no. It's a good question. Bro, what do you?
Maybe not. Just put it at 4. Oh? Put it at 4.
This one?
I don't know. The new one. I want to see the new one in action. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I know, and I wish that they put out like a produced still of it. We've got a lot of him like either flying or kneeling or sitting. Like there's not a clear this is the image that they're putting out. I kind of wound up with this one, which is a behind the scenes shot, which I know is not ideal and probably not even fair, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, make the movie already if you want it to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you guys feel about this list?
There's some awkward looking suits out there, but this is good.
So we're locking this in.
Lock it in.
All right. Let me go ahead and name these out. So starting at number 12, we have Kirk Allen. Number 11, George Reeves. Number 10, Dean Cain. Number 9, Nicolas Cage. Number 8, Ben Affleck. Number 7, Tom Welling. Number 6, Brandon Routh from Superman Returns. Number 5, David Cornsweet. Number 4, Tyler Hoechlin. I hope I'm saying that right. Number 3, Brandon Routh from what is it? Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Number 2,
In a Kingdom
Henry
Come
Cavill.
style.
Yeah, the Kingdom Come style. Number 2 is Henry Cavill, and number 1 is Christopher Reeves. Classic, iconic suit. I knew it was number 1 all along.
Unbelievable. And it's Reeves, not Reeves.
Yeah, no relation to George. Yeah.
I didn't say Reeves.
They don't have the same. Yes, you did. You said Reeves with an S, like George Reeves, but it's Christopher Reeve.
No, I didn't. Did I?
We need someone to play Superman with the last name Ree, so we can have like a Reeves to Reeve to Ree, and just kind of just slowly shrink that last name down. So, Hollywood, if you're watching, get on it.
Get on it.
I know that it's Christopher Reeve. I just watched the documentary on Christopher Reeve. Very sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Don't ride horses, people.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway.
That's a great takeaway.
Oh, man. All right. Well, there we go. There is all of the live action, asterisk all, the live action Superman suits from best to worst. So we'll see. Maybe the David Cornswet one will go up that list as we get some more looks at it, but we wanted to get this out.
Or down. Who knows?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I want to see you, Brody. I want to see you wear all of these suits. We got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Oh,
Get a picture of you in each of these suits.
Oh, see, that Nicolas Cage one on you, bro. Now
I can make you probably 10 through 12. I can make you at home, but the rest of these we might need.
Your wife could make these piece of cake, Charlie.
My wife could make a lot of these for sure.
She could probably make all of them.
Probably good. All right, I'm gonna tell her to get on it.
There we go. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
Well, as always with these big lists like this, we're gonna get our order, and you guys are gonna probably have a different idea of what your favorites, your least favorites are. Let us know. Maybe you love the Dean Cain and his snaky S. Maybe you love the pajama suits. Who knows? But let us know what your number 1s, your number 5s, your number 7s are. We love hearing about your number 7s. And we will see you next time. And you know who looks great in a suit? You do. So rock it and send us pictures of you dressed as Superman.
Yes.
There we go. All right.
If anybody does it, we'll put it on the pod.